live.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Guardians of Haven Coronation Blues Series Finale Part 2 Electric Boogaloo. Or I think this is season finale Part 3, technically, at this point.
2.5.
2.5, yeah. So, thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans. My name is Alex, and for the last time for a little while, I will be your humble game master this evening. Tonight we are playing Mutants Masterminds by our friends at Green Ronin Publishing. M&M's a superhero game that uses its D20 mechanics to generate thrilling action and high-stakes drama. One of my favorite things about this game is the hero point. Hero points are a currency our players have, which allows them to influence the story in exciting ways, from rerolling failures into successes, to editing the scene, to using their powers in new and creative ways. These points are earned by good role-playing, jokes I think are funny, jokes I think aren't funny, and suffering consequences from your character's complications. They're also a tool you have access to as an audience member. If you follow, subscribe, or donate bits during the stream, you are given a hero point to give to the hero of your choice. I'd also like to take a moment to thank our sponsor, Norse Foundry, the best place in the world to buy dice. You can use our code USP Norse to get 10% off your order and free shipping. We have gathered some triumphant heroes today. Say, God save the Queen, heroes.
God
Save the Queen, Arrows.
Hell yeah.
Boy.
I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little bit about themselves, the character that they will be playing, answer my question of the day, which is, why should your character be the ruler of Farside City? And I will start with Calvin, so Calvin can answer that question before everybody bullies him.
Oh, wow, thanks.
That's hurtful. That's
Well, I am playing Elara, psychic superhero, and oh gosh, I wish I thought of an S word. Scion? Does that work? Of Far Side? No, I don't know. Psychic superhero from the dark side of the moon. And should she be the ruler of Farside City? If you had asked her a year prior, she would say yes. If you ask her now, she would say it is a thing that she has to earn. She certainly wants it. She never stopped wanting it, even when she tried to give it to Ursa. Because she thought it was the only way she could properly apologize for being, a jerk. But I think, I don't know if she would say that she should be the ruler at this point. But she probably will be. And with that answer, I will pass it over to my twin.
Hey guys, I'm Kat. I am playing Calvin's twin, Ursa. Or I guess Alara's twin. I'm also Calvin's twin. We look very similar. Ursa does not want to be queen, nor has she ever wanted to be queen. The only reason that Ursa would be queen is if it was like, one, if Alara was dead, which obviously has not happened, and two, if Alara wanted to like share it, like she felt like she needed a support person as well, and it was like a two queen thing. Other than that, Ursa's out. Ursa does not want to be the queen of Farside. Pass, double it and give it to the next person. And that's it. So yeah, I will pass it, I suppose, to Kevin, because I want to hear this bullshit answer that he's about to give.
Oh, I guess we can shelve the bullying of Calvin for a little bit.
I mean, for 1 week at least.
Well, anyway, so my name is Kevin. I'll be playing Chimera, the shape-shifting preserver artifact that has been accompanying this little soiree on the dark side of the moon. And of course, Chimera would be the very funny Chimera. F you, chat. Chimera would be the perfect leader of Farside because he's a automaton and therefore a puppet for whoever's actually in charge. Not like a real world. Sorry, too soon? Too soon? And with that, I will kick it over to the Guy Gardner, to my Hal Jordan, other Kevin.
Oh my god.
Yes, I'm infectious. Hey, everybody, I'm the Deuce. I am the Deadwood to Kevin Sopranos of disappointing series finales of the Untold Stories Project. I'll be playing Girla, who's just a little guy. God bless, he's just a little guy. And there are two very obvious reasons why Girla should be the ruler. One, he's not a Lara. Big ups for that one. I mean, if it's A or B, you pick B. Trust your boy. And two,
Oh my
Except for
god.
maybe Aelin, no one's going to look as adorable in a little like a red cape and a crown than Girla. Aelin's got the legs to pull it off, and I mean, woof. But seeing him just waddle around with like a little scepter and the crown on his head, adorable. How could you not want that? I
Because you're
mean,
not wearing anything else.
well, the king's new clothes are
Hey,
right. They're on
he
the
gets
back,
it
not
from
the front.
Chimera.
Sing around here. Stay late.
He learned it from Chimera.
Yep.
Oh man, I get a belt too. See, it
Yeah.
keeps getting better. This is how you vote with your wallets, everybody. Girla for president. And with that, we'll go with the second cutest person on the team, Andy.
Oh, thank you, John. Hi, everyone. I am Andy. I am playing Aelin, our Arcanthian femme fatale. And to answer Alex's question of the day, well, I mean, who doesn't want a pirate queen ruling over them, especially when there are technically 3 of them ruling over you? I mean, does it get any better than that? I didn't think so. With that, I will pass it over to our captain and the cutest member of this team, Jonesy.
So with that, I am Jonesy. And tonight I'll be playing Captain Flynn, our fabulous space elf and swashbuckler Nerdoro. And as far as why I should be in charge of Fireside City, it would be the party capital of the universe. Like it would be the destination place in Seoul. It would basically be the Las Vegas of the Seoul Empire. So I mean, come on, what happens in Fireside City stays in Fireside City. I mean, yeah,
Glenn Caligula over here.
it would be fabulous and festive and all around freaky. So yes.
Kind of want that.
Yeah, I kind of want that too.
With that, I'll kick it over to Alex.
Yeah. I should be the ruler of Farside City because it was perfectly fine until the PC showed up and took over everything. And you have to bet on certainty in this life. Surprise, Lady Lunar is back, and she is the queen of Farside City again.
Boo.
But
Just like that, Flynn's in charge.
I've been aggressively booed. I'm here for it. Yeah, if you think that you would be a good ruler of Farside City, please say so in chat and tell us why. But I think without further ado, we are good to go ahead and dive on in. Last time on the Guardians of Haven, our heroes did some puzzles, and they were harder than I thought they were. And then they fought Deuce, and now we're here. Yeah, I'll keep things simple like that. That's fun. Our heroes proved that they are good stewards of the Axiom Stone and now find themselves in the restored throne room of Farside City with 2 Preserver Stones, all their own. Very excited to see what happens as we join our heroes now.
Is the Moonstone still split in 2?
It is.
Okay.
And also, hello, Jupe. Jupe's here in chat.
Is it
Hi,
Jupe?
Jupe.
Someone please confirm for us that this is indeed not a fake reality.
Pinch Aelin.
And she looks at you. She looks like she's gonna like say, no, stop that. That doesn't hurt, small child. But then she just kind of sighs and says, thank you, Girla.
You're welcome.
Wasn't what we had in mind, but
Lara is going to, I guess, run outside the palace and see if the city is restored to its former shape.
It appears to be so. There are people sort of tentatively taking steps in the street, looking around, making sure reality is what they expect it to be.
Alex over here giving us 8-ball answers.
Realities are real.
Superpower cap.
Who has the Axiom Stone?
England does.
Cool.
I'm trying to think of who he would have given it to, but probably you.
Okay.
Actually, I guess it's up to Deuce.
I think actually. Was it Aelin or was it chimera that dove into the furnace.
Aelin dove into the furnace, yes.
That's what I thought. Then yeah,
Yes.
Aelin would have it.
Okay.
You did the hard part.
Squirmed away from the deuce, calling her a varmint.
Wascally wabbit.
Hmm. So Aelin will surreptitiously tuck that inside a pouch, inside a pouch, inside a bag, inside a pouch, close to where she can keep an eye on it.
The Sword of Hansha seems particularly excited that you have this thing.
Yeah, well, it can just be quiet for a bit.
Alara will hop on the comms when she's outside and just say, "Everything looks like it's back to normal. The city isn't
you-
changed like it was before.
Are you sure?
It's very hard to be sure."
You're
Moriarty,
using the
if
you're
he's-
using the you're using the comms and not the mind link. That's why I'm asking.
Oh, sorry.
No, it just
I don't. It's just the moonstone's still here, and I don't know if it's going to. Okay, hang on. Let me see if this still works.
Moriarty does not answer when you call out.
Alara will reestablish the mind link and try to mind search for Moriarty.
I don't think he could be part of the mind link. He was a robot.
That is true.
he's a preserver robot, though.
Yeah.
Alara
Yeah, I guess
searches for
Chimera is a
Mor-
robot too.
Ye- mm,
Exactly.
Robots
Yeah.
don't lactate.
Okay.
But we have a backup of Moriarty.
That's not really canon. I think that was Gearla's Timu version of Chimera that just happened to happen when I wasn't there.
Uh,
This Chimera don't lactate.
Oh,
Let's see here.
I guess I gotta send Aunt Puppy a message once again.
No. I don't even know what it is, but no. Well, over the comms. Og, Gruck, still alive?
Yeah.
Didn't hear you, Alex.
Yeah, we're still here. Everything kind of dissipated. We're kind of on a crater outside the dome.
And you're not dead.
I got a spacesuit in my arsenal. You don't have a spacesuit in your arsenal? Do you need me to make you a spacesuit?
We're going
Like an
to-
emergency deployable spacesuit, just in case void happens?
Do you keep it in a ring for just such circumstances?
I keep it in a belt pouch. I don't like rings. Unless, somebody special wanted to have a ring, then I'd deal with it.
Yes, please.
Very smooth.
There, pinching the bridge of her nose. We're in the throne room. If you and Gruck would like to make your way here.
Yeah, we'll be there shortly.
With that, I'll grab my link, my ship link, and Albion. Can you go pick them and anyone else trapped outside the dome up and bring them to the dome?
Of course, Captain. It would be my honor.
Maybe the shark lady and the agent guy are out there too.
And Albion will take off, and he will go gather the poor strays outside the dome.
I cannot find this in my notes. Did Alara not make a backup of Moriarty, like his data or something? I vaguely remember that, but I can't find it. I know there was discussion of using the Axiom Stone for Moriarty.
Yeah,
but
I remember you making a backup as well.
I think I remember that too.
okay, I don't know where it is.
You still
It's
have your map
someplace
backup.
safe.
Yeah, it must be.
You put it someplace safe. That's so that you wouldn't lose it.
Curses.
At least I know no one can steal it. So no one can find it.
So yeah, the original Moriarty no longer exists because he was a simulation of the game. But the backup you have does exist, and you can upload him into a new robot should you wish.
Then over the mind link, she is going to reach out and say, oh, give us not too much trouble. If you have any spare robotic drones or anything like that, could you just bring one along with you? Or borrow one of Grunk's?
I'll use one of mine. One of Grux is probably
Probably
not a safe thing to
yeah,
use.
of course. Also, very glad you're alive. I have a lot of news.
I'm excited to hear it. I'm also glad you're alive.
You better be.
Nobody died in the death game distractions we were doing while you attacked the spire.
Oh, good, good. I was worried about that small spider child.
Yes, I think she's okay, other than not being able to breathe in space.
Oh. Okay, well, get that sorted first.
You also see as Albion is picking people up, there is a golden glow of Centuria picking up people very fast and bringing them into the dome.
Yay!
Well, crew, what do we do now?
A little dance because we did it.
Oh, it's all bad,
The
Gayla.
Ewok-shaped character would say that it wasn't you.
Well, I did tell Ursa this, but I should inform the rest of you now. Lady Luna is dead. She perished just before the final game.
I'm sorry, you two.
Don't be.
Well, I'll thank you, Gayla. I know you're being polite. In addition, we seem to have both of the stones, one of them in pieces, but we do have them.
Yes, we do.
The moonstone itself will have to stay in Farside, but the question becomes, what do we do with the Axiom stone?
Well, we could do anything we want with it.
We could. Quite a bit of power to be carrying around. Don't want to see anyone end up like me. But I trust you all more than that.
Oh. Well.
Elin, who's
Kira.
Collapsar, the guy that the stone said was coming and couldn't be stopped?
Well, it's not a person per se. It's a sentient black hole.
That seems bad.
Yes. Yes, it does, but we don't know how to deal with that right now, so we'll figure it out.
Seems more like a superhero problem.
You know some of them.
We do. In fact, she's flying around out there right now.
Yes, she is.
Well, we should have some time before that becomes a problem. We think.
Knock on wood.
Yes.
Well, the Moonstone was stored here in Farside for quite some time and not taken by anyone, so if we do need a safe place for it, there's always room here. Unless we want to keep it on our persons. But considering what the Moonstone did to Aunt Celine, that might not be such a good idea.
Well, if it's halved, doesn't that reduce the risk?
With the Moonstone, I think so. The Axiom Stone, I'm less sure.
We are assuming that the Axiom Stone has the same potential drawback as the Moonstone.
And
We don't actually know that, do we?
until I learn more, I think it's the safe bet.
We would agree with that.
Something like that, I'm sure it has some sort of sniper setback, whether it's that or something else, just as dangerous.
Yes, unfortunately.
Too much exposure to the Axiom Stone makes you more Deuce-like.
Give me that stone.
Well, your friends and allies and would-be enemies have all been reunited inside the dome. Except for the Starcon, who seems to have made a hasty retreat very quickly out of the system.
Good.
Oh no!
It's Centuria.
Look at the time. I don't want that smoke. I saw her tank a shot that would destroy a whole moon. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
You might mistake me for a vampire.
Pointy
Wait.
ears and pale skin. I won't risk it. Mm-mm.
I'm
Wait,
not
what
a
do you
vampire. Just don't tan well.
wait? What do you mean? There's a transdimensional sword that locks people away in a dimensional prison?
Good. Fuck this. Fuck this whole solar system. I'm out.
Uh, yeah. I guess there's a bit of going around making sure everybody is okay after that, and thanking, especially Freedom League Dark, for their assistance.
Who are you going to talk to in Freedom League Dark?
Centuria.
Not Daedalus. It's been kidnapped yet again.
Yeah, where is
Daedalus
Daedalus?
is already gone again.
Daedalus
Somebody
and-
else has kidnapped him.
Daedalus and the Starcon just decided to nope out
He's
regardless.
got one of those little like deli ticket things, like now being kidnapped by 47.
Oh, shit. Talus again? How did you get 2 tickets?
It beats what I was thinking. I was thinking he had one of those kidnap alert necklaces.
It's
It's like the puck in a restaurant when your reservation's ready.
it's not Talus. Well, it is Talus, but it's Talus wearing like a really bad mustache and a fedora. I am not Talus. I am Talus.
Jealous.
Salute. So that.
Palestine.
But yeah, your allies show up. You're going to talk to Centuria about what's going on.
Yes. Oh, Centuria. That
Yeah.
was that was
Pleasure
quite the
seeing you again.
that was quite the show.
It's just what we do.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Are you okay?
I'll be fine. Thank you.
Of course. We did manage to recover the Axiom Stone, by the way.
Um, I don't want to bring Resonant into this scene because Andy's talking to me. But that seems like something Resonant should know.
So that's
I
fine.
mean, the magic rock lady, yeah, should probably come talk about the magic rock.
Jet Resonant.
Yes.
They found the Axiom Stone. She'll say it sort of quietly.
And Resident will come over and take a look. Well, and she'll kind of go a little bit wide-eyed. Well, that's not quite like any stone I've come across before. I'm not actually sure it's a stone. I kind of think it's a piece of the cosmos itself, a piece of reality. And it's just that's how we perceive it as a stone.
Well, I don't really think that they should be the ones to keep it. And she'll look she'll look over at the team. No offense to you.
Aylin's ears will be a little bit down and back, and Nyx will be looking up at you with that that look like, how dare you talk about my master that way?
Well, you did save the entire moon, so I'll allow it.
Thank you.
We
I don't remember asking.
yeah.
I know. Centurion's like, okay, you'll allow it, sure.
I'm having a
wow.
flashback to that Pulp Fiction meme of Samuel L. Jackson. I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
It's my house.
Elara, will you let us negotiate, or are you going to just give away our bargaining power?
Oh, I meant to allow the comment, not the... No. No.
That was all through the mind link, by the way.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Ailin D, I didn't know. That's what you thought. No, obviously. You know,
Well.
everybody gets one. If you save the moon, you get one.
You're allowing me a comment. Allowing.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do this. We do need to have this studied. But it is a large bargaining piece that we are willing to work with you to make sure that it stays out of the hands of those it shouldn't be in, while also doing whatever it is we need to do to make sure that the rest of the universe is safe from it.
I don't know about this.
Captain.
They notoriously partner with or work with Daedalus, who can't keep himself safe, let alone this stone.
We are not Daedalus.
Maybe the guy in the rock doesn't want to go.
The guy in the rock.
Yeah. I mean, the rock picked all of us, kinda, in all the different worlds he could think of, and then said, I wanted you guys to be the ones to win. Maybe, or hopefully. And then he did all those bad things, and then we won and got the rock. So maybe we're supposed to have the rock.
Centuria, there is some sort of will or power behind that stone. I'm sort of sensing that from two other places in the room. It's similar to when I communicate with my gems, but on a level far above what I'm used to.
Centuria will sort of take Resonant aside. Are we going to allow them this negotiation?
Well, they're not.
Wait, I'm here for it. Wait.
That's in character.
No.
Centuria's back.
Yep, Centuria's back.
Is the finale PvP? Freedom of Dark versus Guardians of Haven?
That would not go well for the Guardians.
No.
What are you talking about? Mortis would just take everyone to the crossroads and leave them there.
Yeah.
That's why it wouldn't go well for the.
We have a Centuria.
Yeah, Kate. They're a band of rogues, and you remember their ultimatum on Starhaven, and what sort of actually happened from the good that was. It's messy. It's not how I'd like to handle it, but having a negotiation is better than just taking it, regardless of whether or not we can. Because you're not wrong. You absolutely could. But what's the collateral damage?
So know the questionable reputation of these heroes.
We all have things we're not proud of. And
Speak for yourself. I'm perfect. I'm just kidding.
oh, that would earn you.
That's what gets her back to normal.
That would earn you the hand on the hip and the. I'm sorry. What? It's like I can sense your mood right now, bitch.
Or do we just take tune at her word?
I need a drink.
Okay. Centuria will then turn back around to where they're all standing and say, and she'll look at Alara when she says this, "We'll allow it."
You are cute.
So,
Yes.
what are your terms?
Well, you may have to give us a little bit of time for that, just to come to a consensus as a crew. But we promise we will not leave Earth orbit. We will not leave Farside City without discussing it and getting back with you.
Fine.
Aelin holds out her hand.
Centuria will shake it and try her best not to break your hand.
When you take her hand and you try and you squeeze but don't try to squeeze, it actually it's like shaking three hands, and it feels like the grip is multiplied. So you're not like you don't actually get just one set of thing. You feel like it's like, oh wait, she's stronger than she should be. Wait, what?
And then she'll sort of dip her head down in almost like a respectful nod.
Mm.
And then she is leaving because she doesn't want to be near y'all anymore.
Well, Captain, over the mind link, clock is ticking. We will need to figure out what we want and what we want to do with the stone. So, what else are we doing?
Well, if the Freedom League is leaving, Alara has her eyes just on the actual seat of power within the throne room.
Mm.
I suppose that we should reclaim your throne.
We should. Farsight's going to need some sort of guidance with Aunt Celine gone and everything that just happened in recovering from Toon's warping of the entire city. someone should be there.
Do you have a
Someone.
Jeeves?
I don't know. I don't know who's left of the castle staff.
A seneschal, a butler, and an Alfred.
You have a lunatic.
Oh god. Great. My favorite person.
What was his first name again?
Lou.
Lunar.
Oh, it's just Lou.
Yeah.
His first name is Lou. Yes.
Last name is Tick. Points if you can guess what his middle initials are.
Nar.
Oh, he's Australian.
He's just from the south side of the moon, but not Moonabama, further south.
Deep south.
Deeps. Lou.
Fuck, what does this voice sound like? He just sounds nuts, right? Yeah.
Yeah, start from
Yeah.
the name and
Figure it out.
Hey, I'm Lou from the little south of Moonabama.
Crikey. That's a beaut, ain't
Crikey.
she?
Oh god damn.
Oh
That's not a moonstone. This is a moonstone.
Was a right Donnybrook it was.
no. Oh,
You're watching from Australia. We're almost as sorry as we are to Desmond watching in the UK.
Almost.
Almost.
Your Majesties.
Lou, I'm sorry, do you prefer to be called lunatic, or is there perhaps something else I can address you by?
I serve at your pleasure, your Majesty.
But what is your preference, Lou?
I am a servant of the Queen. My preference is her preference.
Lou, we're not our aunt. We will call you George if you want us to. Just tell us your preferred name, please.
Lou is fine.
Lou, it
It's
is
short for
then.
Aloysius.
Lou, I will need some information on the whatever council my aunt may have had, who her advisors would have been, other staff within the castle, other members of the aristocracy and those in power that she would have had direct connections with. There are going to be several, let's say, changes around here, and I would like to know what mess I'm walking into.
I will make a note of all the things that have been neglected by your aunt in the last 20 years. For how long?
Indeed. Well,
It hasn't been that long. You're
it's been...
how old are the twins? You guys aren't
They
in your
age
30s, are you?
slowly. So they're like
Mm.
60-something, I think.
Wow.
They were in the cryo chambers for a long time, too.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. I guess it has been a long time that Lady Lunar
Yeah.
has ruled over the moon. There is much to be done if we hope to restore your mother's programs and desires for the people of the moon. Far side.
Indeed.
Also, doesn't need to be a complete restoration of what was past. We can make all far side ours.
Whatever you wish, your graces.
But it's good to know, either way.
Oh, we got a subscribe from
Well,
Devious Arts.
Thank you,
Most-
Devious.
Devious.
Most important part is how much moon pain you have on stock. I would have tried to swaggle Lou away from the girls, the twins.
Do you mean like
Uh,
moon pain and moon pain accessories?
No,
As in the drink.
as in the drink.
A little bit of the moon bubbly.
Moon pain.
Moon
Champagne.
champagne.
Moon pagan.
Campania.
Or would that be creative pain? I don't know. Anyway, Only from the crater region of the moon.
By
Otherwise,
half of a second.
it's sparkling maple juice.
Oh, I bet you apple champagne would slap. Is that a thing people make?
I have no idea.
It is a moon mama.
Sparkling cider? Is that what we're talking about?
So
I guess that is kind of like that, yeah.
So
Apple
basically,
cider champagne.
what will be overheard as we're walking off panel is, so we now have to have a coronation, which means we need a big party. And so I'm going to pull it aside and start kind of getting that going.
Despite our tyrannical overlord, Farside City does enjoy a killer party.
Hey, Alara,
Yes.
I think there's probably a whole bunch of people who are really confused right now. Maybe you should kind of tell them so everyone knows maybe that things are okay.
Yes, I was working up to that. I will admit, my nerves are a little, well, you know. I was looking forward to this day, it's just strange that it's here.
Pinch Alara. See, you're not dreaming either. It's okay.
Gila, you are too wonderful.
I mean, if you're going to be the queen, now's the time to tell him.
I will. But just so you know, if you need a place to stay or anything like that, you have free reign of the entire palace and the city itself.
I bet there's so many neat places to go.
Oh, there are. I had a bunch of different nooks and crannies I went to when I wanted to read in private. I'll show you where they are.
Alrighty.
Ursa will hold out her hand to Alara. Shall we tell them together? Pretend there was an accent on that.
She will take that hand and say, yes, we shall.
I'm
And
assuming that Farside has some sort of like broadcast system where you can like broadcast it on the dome.
Yes.
there's
About
also
to be for hero point.
I can submit to
there
your
is-
point.
There's definitely a broadcast system. My brain was silly, and I thought you meant like a broad space cast system of like sociology.
Like a large.
No, there's haves and have-nots. Now get your asses out of my palace. Palace, Jesus. Laura came in too hot today. Feeling really
Seriously.
spicy. She got into the moon pain.
Not the moon pain.
30 seconds in, and Alara made me one of the pores.
The pores.
This wing of the castle dedicated to James Bell Sr.
Hello, my fellow pores.
I suppose Alara is going to go address the population of Farside City. I suppose I have to think of a speech.
Speech.
Right, so
Speech,
Mhm.
speech, speech.
So
Oh, don't worry, Cat has to help.
Nope.
She's
I
there
ain't no
for moral
queen,
support.
I'm there for. I'm here to hold her hand, bro.
Oh, Alara and the eye candy, okay.
Okay, so I'm assuming there's some sort of like balcony or something that Alara will be standing on and then addressing people throughout the city, either with some sort of visual. Hello. Some sort of visual.
Princess Wave.
Some sort of visual audio broadcast or even mental broadcast for those that have access to it. And she will address the city saying, "People of Farside, I bring you news. As you can see, the city has recovered from the alterations of the Preserver artifact tune. Toon herself has been removed from this place, and it is my hope that her alterations will not be happening again, as we have recovered the object that gave her her power. Farside now stands as it always will. But there are changes to come. For those who do not know, Lady Luna, Celine, she passed away earlier today, right before the events regarding Toon. And, as such, the throne will now fall to me. And she sort of straightens herself up a bit, trying to appear and project herself a bit more confident. Going back to old notes. For those who do not know me, or perhaps it has been so long that you do not remember me, I am Ayla Lunaria, more often known as Elara. And the responsibility of the throne of Farside has fallen to me, and it is not a responsibility that I take lightly. Nor will it be the tyrannical rule that my aunt subjected all of you to. I cannot promise the changes will be smooth. I cannot promise things will be easy. I certainly cannot promise that all of you will be in the same positions of power you all enjoyed previously. You know who you are. But more so to the people of Farside City, what I can promise you is the freedom that you were not granted before, the freedom to be yourselves without the mental subjugation or the imprisonment or enslavement that my aunt brought upon all of you. This city is no longer going to be the prison of a tyrant, but it is going to be the shining beacon of the soul system, as it ought to have been when it was first created millennia ago. I promise all of you that I will do my best to earn the trust that I am asking of you. And when all's said and done, when Farside has recovered from all of this and is back on its feet, should you all see fit to remove me, I will step down from power, and the people will be able to choose their own leader. For the time being, I'm merely a, let's call it in-between ruler, as we adjust from the change and make sure Toon's influence is gone, as well as my aunt's. She wouldn't take this long pause, but Calvin's trying to think of what she would say next. What she would probably say is, there is a version of this city that I remember from my youth, one that was not what it was turned into, and I hope to share that beautiful image with all of you. I don't know a good conclusion to this. I don't want to ramble, but I feel like I'm rambling. I don't know. I don't know that the city has like a phrase or something or some.
You're looking for the "so say we all" moment.
That's what I am looking
Yeah.
for.
Farside today, Farside tomorrow, Farside
Far
forever.
side forever.
Actually, Farside Forever is not half bad. So she will say, we have lived through challenging days, and I'm sure there are more challenging ones to come. But it is the good and great among you who stand up for Farside City, while others may turn and run. Farside forever. And she will do a cool, whatever the Farside salute is, I don't know what it is. It's, but if
I
there's
don't know that there is one.
it's just like the Helldiver salute. No,
Democracy.
no. But she will, I guess, conclude with that, and hopefully her address is well met. I don't know if
It is very, it is incredibly well met. The people of Farside City are very excited for everything you've said.
Oh, excellent.
As they head back to the crew, Ursa will look at them and say, "Well, I suppose we should sort of reintroduce ourselves. I'm Astra Lunaria, and this is Ayla. But as long as Alara's okay with it, I'm fine with Alara and Ursa. It's been quite a long time since we went by the others."
Yes, we did have to, well, of course, with everything going on, we had to come up with some very clever, I think, fake names.
Undetectable.
So subtle, really.
I
Yes,
never
they-
would have guessed.
Yes. They kept us hidden for quite the hour.
There's this knowing glance. There's this knowing glance between Aelin and Captain Flynn, who, if nothing else, know a great deal about aliases. And it's just oh, you sweet summer children.
Yeah, also to clarify, Ursa and Alara are the names of their mother and grandmother.
Bit
To
of
make it
spycraft
worse.
there.
to make to make it worse.
I
There's
think that's the first time that our real names have been mentioned in this entire time.
Hmm.
I would have to say that there between the knowing look between Aelin and Flynn, there's also a chuff from Nyx. Since she can detect lies.
I mean, Alara thinks it's true. She thinks it was clever.
I mean, yes, but
That was a great speech, sister. Good job.
Thank you. It is, of course, as I said, I do not intend to sit on the throne if the people do not want me here. But I want to do what I can to make sure things are running smoothly, at the very least. I don't know the extent of my aunt's rule, so...
The people seem excited to have you as a ruler.
Oh, thank you, lunatic. Did you find that moon paint already?
No, that was more of a general observation of the vibe.
Okay,
The vibe.
we'll get to it.
Vibe.
Still have to have that posse.
Yes, Your Excellency.
There are also certain members of this palace that we need to decide what to do with.
Yes, I imagine Celine had a number of people around her who helped consolidate her power.
Need to figure out who had something to do with the coup.
Indeed. But that is a problem for tomorrow.
Much like J.R.R. Tolkien and Aragorn's genocide of the orc children, we're going to pass over that. Just Alara and Ursa will remove all of the rogue elements who participated in the coup.
As
And
Deuce said in chat, Ursa took him out back and old yellered him.
Yep.
Bam.
Drink more Ovaltine. Come on. That's what we're here for.
I mean, we could also
The speech
just
was an ad?
remove them from power and put them in
Right,
prison.
commercial?
Oh, was there an ad?
No.
That's a joke.
Devious was making a reference. Yeah, so over the next couple of days, everything gets set up. There is a massive celebration for the coronation of the queens. Lunatic is a little confused about the details. Are you both going to be queen, or is only one of you going to be queen?
Just one.
Or are neither of you going to be queen?
Just
Just the
one.
is temporary the word I'm looking for? I think it's an I word. I don't remember what the word is, but Alara interim, yes. Alara's intention is to take her aunt's position until Farside is essentially until she's removed all the people who were working with Celine.
Are you going to be the interim ruler until your cousin's ready to rule?
A regent, as it were.
I think it's more until the people decide that they actually want Alara as a ruler.
That was more along the lines of what I was thinking.
Yeah. It sounds like it's almost going for not democracy vibes, but like sort of that way.
If you elect a queen, what does that count as?
Naboo.
Nabooian politics. No, there's. I'm sure there's a word for that.
Lunatic will ask, so what do you want us to do with your cousin?
Is this Vistaria we're talking about, or is this
Who's our cousin?
Lady Lunar's daughter.
You are?
Who?
He will take you to a portion of the palace where you will find a 5-year-old girl who is Lady Lunar's daughter.
Oh.
Alara will kneel down and meet this girl at eye level and just say, "Hello there. What's your name?"
Ayla.
Is it? You know something funny? That's my name too.
That is
Oh,
funny.
look, over here, a child's fallen to its death. Woo!
Oops, right out of the 10th story palace window.
Onto some bullets. Oh, sorry.
Not Moon Game of Thrones.
Oh no.
Game of Moons, obviously.
Actually, she'd probably say her name is Princess Ayla.
Well, Princess Ayla, we are your cousins. Do you know what a cousin is?
No.
Means
My mommy didn't say anybody was coming to visit, though. I haven't seen her. Is she okay?
I'm afraid I have some terrible news for you, Ayla. Lunatic, could you just give us a minute?
Of course.
And Alara will... she will inform Ayla as to what has happened over the past few days. If Ayla at all seems confused about what was going on with Toon, because the world was warped and everything, she will explain that. But more so, she is going to plainly state what happened with Celine.
And the little girl will just sit down next to you and just break down into tears.
And Alara will offer as much comfort as she can. She will sort of, Celine and Alara, they had conversations in Celine's final moments, so whatever amount of comfort that was that Alara was able to provide, she will try to do the same for Celine's daughter.
Perfect. She will look up at some point in the conversation and ask, does that mean I'm queen now?
Do you want to be?
I'm supposed to be.
There's a lot of supposed tos in the universe. And some of them don't always work out the way you expect. When you're ready, you can earn the throne, as I hope to as well.
as it
Okay.
is now, you should just try to be happy.
Indeed.
Now, I have a couple guys who love kids who I think that you should meet. And she's gonna introduce them to Og and Grook.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Funny enough, I trust Grook to help this little girl.
You know what? Yeah.
So when you want to get revenge on the people who killed your parents, this is where you start.
Oh, wonderful.
No one
Grook's
even
been playing the
killed her
long con.
parents.
The word you're looking for is regicide.
Actually, yeah, wait, who is her father?
I figured it was just
Clone
like
machine.
Oh, that makes more sense.
I'm guessing. I am just guessing. It just
That's a reasonable guess.
It's that or Grok. You figure it out.
No.
lunatic.
No! Oh, I don't know which is worse.
Sick.
This Game of Thrones got real weird real quick.
Real weird, real quick. Yep.
No.
It's not like there's a precedent in comics for psychics to be clones. Weirdly, for some reason, that also happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's
She's
an
got.
outs.
Does she have 4 identical sisters that somewhere hiding out?
There's an outside chance Dad could be Flynn. We don't know. We don't know where he was.
Yeah.
It's not that outside of a chance, actually.
Right.
I was drunk.
What happens in the far side, right?
Absolutely.
But yeah, if Princess Ayla seems to be well taken care of by Gruk, Alara is just going to borrow Og for a moment.
Wow, that's a big revelation, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
She doesn't even look evil yet.
Well, it runs in the family. I didn't look evil until I was in my teens.
He can't tell if you're making a joke, so he does that thing a dog does when he looks at you at 45 degrees to see if he can understand.
She is smiling, though.
Evilly.
I mean, you kind of have to when you say it that way.
Yeah. Well, Og, quite a bit has happened. And I'm sure you saw that speech and everything.
It was a good speech.
I hope so. I would like for you to be at my side, as it were, during this. The people are going to need some... Well, there's going to be things that need to be constructed and built, and we need your technical expertise. And I need your support.
Whatever you need. Moonbeam.
Is that...
I made a rectangle for this.
And you made a rectangle too? Is that your nickname for me?
I'm trying it out. I think I like it.
I like it too. You better keep using it.
And yeah, the rectangle he hands you has handwritten in Sharpie on the front of it, Moontage.
Perfect. I imagine this is going to be excellent background music for the next few days. Did you get that drone as well?
Yes. Well, I got something that wasn't one of Gruk's.
Good, good.
And he'll hand you basically a cassette player with arms and legs.
That's strong.
You know what? This might actually be sort of funny.
I think Moriarty would be more fun if he could play the rectangles.
You know, we'll find out, won't we?
And like his cousin's a toaster, so this has to be a step in the right direction for him, right?
It's certainly the more entertaining appliance. Well, let's go figure out where I stored that data, get it uploaded, and then, once the evening comes and after the party, the two of us can retire to the royal chambers. I'll show you where they are.
I'm sure you will.
God's damn right I will.
Yes, cover your eyes, Girla.
Thus is the first day of Alara taking her royal concubine.
That was the
Oh,
third
yeah.
thing she wanted.
Well, does anybody else have anything they want to dive into?
I just want to mention that Ursa would have sent for Eric to come. And so
Yes.
they'll have that reunite thing. And he'll just be around.
He's on his way to help.
A stroll through the grounds of the palace like they used to do in the past.
Oh, that's nice.
Gotta get a gift
And,
made for the queen and her advisor. But that can come when the party gets here.
Awesome. Well, we have the party, and everybody is good to go.
Does anything happen at the party? Does it get someone
No,
crash the
nothing.
party?
No, nobody crashes the party or anything. We just sort of fade out into a nice, relaxing evening. Because I need to talk to the other game masters about Event Horizon.
Okay.
But as our heroes celebrate
if-
their victory on the moon, there
if
is
there's
stirring.
okay, sorry. Go ahead.
There is stirring across the galaxy as Collapsar turns its hungry mouth towards the Sol system. And I'll pass back over to you, Calvin.
I know I've been yapping a whole lot, but I was just gonna say if there's one particular final glimpse of Alara or one panel of Alara that we are finishing this story with, it's going to be she will have probably with Og's help constructed the what did it end up being, gazebo or veranda or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
The gazebo where she had her last conversation with Celine will now, in her mind palace, will now be a real structure, and she will just be there just reading some old preserver tomes with Princess Ayla.
That's nice.
And looking up at the stars and not knowing that there is a sentient black hole on the way to eat their moon.
To ruin our day. Well, anything else for the good of the order, players? In that case, we will take a couple of minutes to run off and break for a moment, and then we'll come back and we'll dive into the Q&A portion of the evening and the talkback portion.
Woohoo!
Cool. All right, we're gonna hop on break for a few minutes. We are live.
On the radio.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Galaxy News Radio, your only source of information in the Commonwealth. I fucked up all my Fallout references. Here we go.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Sorry, everybody. I'm not sorry. I'm not even going to say it. You're welcome. Out there on
You're
Radio Land.
welcome.
Get him, A-Dog.
Thanks for tuning in with us tonight as we stumble our way through the real finale of Guardians of Haven Season 2. We have a new queen. Long live the queen. And we're just going to dive into a little bit of some talk back. We haven't had a talk back in a little bit, so I just wanted to turn it over to my heroes and see where, sort of how they're feeling about Guardians. I do have a couple of questions from the audience. And if you have any questions as you're tuning in live now, please feel free to ask them and we'll make sure they get an answer.
Or try to make sure they get an answer.
Yeah. And I'll start with a really good question from Desmond. What is an aspect of a character they personally wish they had more time to talk about in detail that fell to the wayside or ended up revised partway through? So for your character, what is an aspect of them that you wish you either talked about more in detail or maybe didn't get the attention you wanted it to have for this season?
Oh man, that's
I'll start by picking on
hard
Girla.
one. Yeah.
Hey, a good and a bad thing is there is a drawn out thought or a thoughtful drawn out backstory for Girla we didn't really touch, and I think it may have been even mentioned, but that's all right. It kind of was a hit the ground running. So the good thing about being explored is I can make sure and flesh it out completely from the yeah. I've got the black and white sketch. I don't have the full color drawing, so I've got more time to flesh it out for when and if that comes up. So would I like it to come up? Sure. Do I feel bad that it didn't? Not so much, because that just means later on when it does come out, I have everything, not just 95% and 5% of the traditional Alex. I'll wing it and see what happens.
Interesting.
I am super curious where Girla is from, because we just found him in a pod. I mean, Calvin's curious. Alara's just like, I'm not going to ruin this with answers.
I'm guessing one of Pantora's moons just by his character illustration, but
Don't worry, the inevitable betrayal doesn't come till season 4.
What you don't know is he's, a wretched high risk of villainy.
I don't know if we're doing a rotation here. We're just bouncing around. I mean, I always kind of saw Chimera as not a main character. Like, most of my characters have some kind of hero's journey that they're on, but like, I just kind of wanted Chimera to be a piece of hardware that's kind of in the background, so that occasionally when it goes wrong, like when Ursa had to be smacked around by order of the preservers, like that shock value of that. Oh, this is the robot that does whatever we say, and now he's harming me. Like that was kind of, what I hoped for occasionally. Um, so right, it's not one of those overwhelming things, and it's better that he kind of is in the background for a while, and then, when they least expect it, then things go crazy. I had some ideas to throw some chaos into the final episode, but I decided not to, just because I don't know where the story's going from here, and it's tying in, I guess, to the big event. So I didn't want to. Part of me wanted to, but I didn't. I didn't want to. There are too many surprises, aka wrenches, into the gears for whatever's coming next.
Your creepy belly mouth was one of my favorite parts of the series.
Yes, well, unfortunately, I guess my creepiest parts were someone else's idea when I wasn't here, so I can't take credit for that. But
So, sort of piggybacking off of what Kevin said, when I first thought up Ursa, Ursa was initially supposed to be like clinically insane. Like Ursa was supposed to be real messed up from her past, and obviously some of that trauma came through in her personality, but I ended up sort of damping that a lot because making the decisions that I feel that she would have made in the mindset that I initially planned her in, I think would have taken a lot of the fun away from the other players, where it would have made it a less I don't know, I think it would have been harder for everybody to enjoy the game just because she would have been so off the wall and so like in a completely different direction than everyone else, and I just don't think that she would have ended up fitting well with the team that we had. So that's something that I sort of damped off on, which is fine. But that was a change from the original planning of my character. So
So what I'm hearing is you didn't want to Phoenix the situation. Sorry, Andy.
it's more like I didn't want to ruin everybody's time with, oh my gosh, let me go probably get us killed every single episode.
How quickly they forget Ravenloft.
Yes.
Never forget.
For Aelin, I don't think there was a lot that I didn't actually get to do with her across this season that I hadn't done in the past. I mean, I guess the hardest bit is trying not to be team mom for me and have Aelin, defer to Captain Flynn for decisions while also being like, well, I am a strong, independent female character and I'm going to do my own things, but we are a crew and sometimes the captain needs to be involved in decision makings, even though I'm the one coercing him into the decision I think is right. Uh, so yeah, I guess I mean we've talked a little bit about Aelin's past and her status as potentially the last Arcanthian for a little bit and haven't explored it. So I, we may be getting into that a little bit, but it also may not be coming to pass in a way that uh, I'm expecting. So
We'll say I have laid a couple of seeds to make it easier to do some more Arcanthian stuff next season.
right.
The
Specifically with
Collapsar
Nyx.
eats everything.
Well, I'm not responsible for that.
Yeah, not really a whole lot for Flynn. I mean, uh, Flynn got to do a fair amount season one. He was pretty much responsible for getting the crew together and just a lot of shenanigans that happened in season one. So knowing that the storyline was going to be set in Farside City and knowing that it's going to focus on the twins, I didn't really kind of come in with a whole lot of expectations for a lot of anything. I was like, this whole part of this arc is the twin story. So I kind of just came in knowing that that was going to be the focus, or at least that's what my impression was going to, that was going to be more of a focus. So I wasn't expecting a whole lot of stuff for Flynn specifically, like a Flynn specific story arc. So I mean, Flynn got to do a lot of cool shit. Don't get me wrong, you got to do a lot of cool shit. But it wasn't like a big arc for Flynn, and I wasn't expecting one either. So I don't think it really was anything I was expecting that didn't happen. So
Um, I think I got most of what I wanted to do with Alara done. And there was the talk of Alara like wanting to pass the throne on to Ursa, and I did come up with that like very close to the beginning of the campaign. And I kind of wanted to mention it earlier, and kind of sit with it a bit and just have that like as a cloud kind of hanging over the entire campaign. But it didn't really come up until like latter third or so of it. That's the only real thing, and then that got solved pretty quickly because I think we're all too genre savvy, or maybe Ursa's just smart.
Well,
But otherwise, I mean, yeah, this was a very twin focused thing, so I think most of what I was thinking for Alara, certainly for this part, got played out.
Yeah. Next season, all crumbs for the twins. Nothing.
I mean, if they even are in the next season, Alara might be busy.
Yeah, and Ursa's not going to leave Alara, so we'll see. Cries.
I think she's a clone now.
It's
Damn.
just me and Calvin playing Astaria together.
We are Astoria.
I mean, I'm here for it.
Oh, sorry.
I heard it too, Kevin.
Oh no.
Yeah. Desmond had one other question. He says this season was a true genre mashup under the cover of reality TV. So, what other genre mashups would you want to dabble in? Any genres you have never explored in a TTRPG before that are on the bucket list?
Romance fiction.
Yeah, like
Dabbled in romance fiction. Just Contessa.
Yeah, we
Yeah, jeez. Oh god.
would be so down to do Contessa with Alara.
Contessa, an entire season of Contessa. That's what I want.
Oh yeah.
I kind of rulebook that'll cover that. Oh, sorry.
Guardians of Haven season 3, Far Side City, Bridgerton.
Oh
Odd.
my god.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
wearing a belt and a bow tie.
It's obviously, Binaryton as opposed to originally.
Mm-hmm. By
yeah.
Narrington.
I like it. I mean, that's probably what's happening between the seasons now.
Yeah. Well, Lara will be Lady Whistlebrain.
Whistlebrain.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not opposed to just about anything except this. Alex, don't take this the wrong way. Anything but fantasy. Just because I don't know. I'm looking back on 36 years of gaming, and it's been 98% fantasy. Like one of my home groups where everybody but me runs fantasy. Like my newest character is a drug addict just because I'm bored with every other fantasy trope I've ever done. So he's a Pesh addict in Galarian. So and again, there's nothing wrong with fantasy, and I love Ravenloft, so I'll bend rules for that. But like, and I get it. It's the genre most people play. But I don't know. One of the draws for me, aside from this cast of lunatics, is that we're not playing fantasy typically. We're doing sci-fi or superheroes. Like again, I like fantasy just fine, but as much as you like steak, you don't want to eat steak 3 meals a day every day for weeks on end. Like it's good to have that variety. Although I will also say thumbs down on a musical episode. Nobody wants that. I'm not singing.
I don't know who nobody is.
Right?
So for what it's worth,
Everybody but me wants it. So yeah, do it in Chrono Crisis.
I mean,
Do
for
it
what
in
it's
Chrono
worth,
Crisis.
Hey, no.
Hell yeah.
I mean,
Okay, I see Devious in the chat is obviously influenced by Deuce. Okay, just stop. Stop.
yeah. I mean, for what it's worth, I really want, besides a musical episode, which we all want,
Not,
we followed the plot on it. I'm still here for the death race, twisted metal, wacky races, just vehicular combat session. That's what I want to see happen. We follow the story to the point on it, but a little metal mayhem sounds like a great way to spend an evening.
Just it's what we could have had. It was just out of reach. We had one more death game for that.
Dice don't like your storyline sometimes, Alex. When you
Yeah.
ask for us to roll.
So we'll settle for Chimera's sing-along blog.
So I don't think there's a genre of RPG that I've not played. There might be, but I literally, off the top of my head, cannot think of one because if anyone's seen my 10 bookshelf RPG collection, it's I got pretty much everything covered. But I guess I would say something that would be kind of cool to do with the Guardians would be a full-on Blade Runner-esque hard-boiled detective arc for like a couple episodes of like
That'd be
really very very Blade Runner esque, because we haven't really done a whole lot of that stuff. Because we've done a little bit with the crime, like or something a lot like Ocean's 11, like really hardcore Ocean's 11, the Italian Job kind of thing. Because we haven't done a lot of like the smuggly piratey stuff, the piratey end. Like we've kind of been piratey adjacent, but we've been a lot of the on the side of the angels for the most part, which is not bad. It's it's very Guardians of, it feels like Guardians of the Galaxy kind of vibe, but
But just to throw everybody for a loop, what if Chimera is not the replicant?
it's obviously the princess.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
Leave her alone. She's just doing her best. Her mom died.
Yeah, I have to echo Jonesy. I mean, we've played a lot of different genres over the time that we've been running anything here, and I just don't think there's anything else that I haven't played that I want to play. I mean, I'm not the biggest horror fan in the world, so I'm not gonna seek it out. But in terms of genre mashups that we've done here, I feel like we're hitting the right notes of the ones we're hitting. So
Heist Adventure would be pretty cool.
Heist Adventure would be pretty cool. Yeah, likewise, I'm happy with, I would have liked to have done more of the death games, but one of the perks of playing with awesome players is sometimes they surprise you in unexpected ways. And it's cool that I have a group that I get to play with on a regular basis that I can sort of roll with the punches when that happens, and they can roll with the punches. I really enjoy our dynamic. And I'm sad we won't be playing together for a little while.
just taking a little break.
It will be a nice break. I'm looking forward to getting some things done that I haven't been able to get done just from the time commitment to running a game every week. It's going to be very strange not running a game every week for me.
Well, Origins will be here before you know it.
Yeah, I'm sure I will not be sitting on my laurels. I've got a lot of 4th edition stuff that I'll be working on. And yeah, it's going to be fun.
What was our final trader point count, Alex?
Our final trader point count. I might have to look on the floor. I accidentally dropped all my index cards on the floor the other day.
Oh no.
The other day.
The other day, yes. They just haven't been picked up since then. Thank you, Kelvin. That's where I was going.
I didn't want to. The floor is so far away.
Look,
Right.
you're married. This bachelor living shit that I get away with. No, sir, unacceptable.
For a moment, I really thought you had them written on the floor, and I'm like, "What in the world, Alex? Get the paper, man."
He's Charlie Day, mapping out his crime board.
Son of a bitch! It is one of the ones on the floor. I'll be right back.
I'll be right back.
Need to get my floor points. Hold on.
If you hear me crash, send out.
You got it.
Floor points. I can't say anything. I literally have a stack of RPG books right here to my right.
Mm-hmm.
That I keep pulling because that's why I need to grab it for reference, and so I'm like, okay, it goes right back.
It just goes right back into the pile because I'll need that later.
Yes, yeah. A lot of age books because I've been doing a lot of the conversion stuff lately.
Did you find your floor points, buddy?
Floor cards. I gotta go through them and see which ones has the trader points on them.
Floor points, right up there with rectangles. And I'm going to throw this out to those of you who've gotten rectangles, because Flynn hasn't gotten any rectangles. I say that we should go on Spotify and make a playlist of songs from the rectangles.
I'm here for that.
There is
That
a space
sounds
in the
fun.
Discord for something like that.
I don't know why Garrulous isn't walking on sunshine on repeat, but it is.
Alex, you did miss a prime opportunity for a movie reference with when you used Moonbeam, and you could have used Moonchild.
Also an Iron
God,
Maiden
that
reference.
sounds creepy though.
It's gonna be the last fucking card to look at.
Yep.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
So go to
Well,
Oh
the
no,
once-
it's not.
By
I
by
have four
default,
more.
by default, it would be because it's the last one you look at. You're gonna stop looking once you get to the answer.
That's
Right.
true.
That's true.
Words have meaning.
But
Oh,
but
Look
Alex,
at that,
even-
Jones. You got one more trader point.
And just like that,
Under
what
the
is the
water.
traitor?
All right, final count. I've got Cat at 3. I've got Deuce at 6.
Yeah.
Kevin at 3. Calvin at 1.
Really?
Andy at 1. Jonesy at 2. Alex at 1. I don't know how I got 1.
Mm.
You should have gotten more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One.
How was Calvin only at 1?
Well, I guess it's Calvin and not Alara.
Yeah, I guess.
And the Phoenix Award goes to Deuce.
Deuce.
The Phoenix
That's
Award.
true. I think that's the thing I'm going to miss most from this season is the achievements.
That was so fun.
Unlocked.
I guess we can
I don't
keep
know. I
having
thought there was a lot of
achievements. It's fun.
snark in those achievements. I don't even know.
That was the best part.
Yeah.
Yeah, the trader was me, Deuce, the whole time.
It's like having cat on paper. It's terrible.
What do you mean terrible? I'm a delight.
She's perfect. Or Centurion will hit you.
Keep it up.
She'll
I'll
hit you
kiss
hard.
Keep it up. I'll kiss your PC again.
Oh no!
No, don't do that. We would hate that.
Jeez.
No, stop.
Ah.
These goodies.
Gonna kiss Chimera right on the belly mouth.
Don't do it.
Bro.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
Jeez.
Never say anything like that again.
Yeah, seriously.
And now he's got 7 trader points.
Ugh. Yuck.
Keep
Deuce
at
is
it.
just racking them up. And that's fair. I mean, I did accidentally make Deuce the antagonist of the story.
Accidentally.
On purpose.
Accidentally on purpose.
Accidentally on purpose.
Sorry, excuse me.
No, I had an excellent time in this season. I'm glad that we got to do as much as we did. And I'm appreciative of the players for taking a chance with me on a concept that was probably a little unhinged.
You
little?
unhinged? Never.
This ain't our first rodeo, bro.
It was definitely a lighter tone.
See, I
I
kept my
mean-
word eventually.
Right up until that last part.
You know, when he threw the moon at Centurion, but yeah.
Moon hits your
Throw
eyes.
it
like a big
at
pizza pie.
Centurion.
But what do you guys have any questions about everything that went down? Any thoughts? Any concerns?
How many times did you have to pivot? Because something came up.
Good question.
I mean, there was the whole cutting the campaign in half thing. That was a pretty big pivot.
I mean, but that was
um,
introduced relatively early on as a potentiality.
Yes, yeah. I think the funnest surprise for me was the nanite power I didn't know Aelin had. I'm sure I approved it initially, and then it hasn't come up in 2 seasons and 4 years of gameplay.
There wasn't a need to use it in season
Oops.
1. We didn't really fight a lot of robots.
Oops,
Yeah,
all
but it was
nanites.
cool.
It's all nanites.
Yeah, there's quite a few. I mean, the nature of the game that we were playing with the death games and stuff. I had a certain idea in mind for a lot of them, how you all would solve them, and then basically none of the times did you solve them the way I thought you would.
Welcome to GMing.
Yeah. So as season 2 went on, I started more adopting the idea that it's not my job to come up with a solution. I just have to come up with a fun problem, and they will find a fun way to get out of it. And I'll just agree to what's going on.
Chaos ensues.
Gas ensues.
Yeah, like when Centuria blew up the banana boat and annihilated all of the crime league with that huge explosion.
Woohoo!
I was like, I put so many weapons on this big spaceship that Doc Simeon made, and there's so many cool powers it could do, and then just annihilated it in the first round.
That wasn't even Centuria.
It goes that way sometimes.
Wasn't that Ursa?
Yeah.
Years
That
ago,
was Ursa, yeah.
Fireball?
Yeah, it was Ursa's fireball.
Would have
And
been more
also-
of a Centuria trait.
Summoning, not Rexplode, Explodo, the master of blowing things up, to defeat Deuce.
That one was at least
No.
Andy's idea.
That was fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
I
The
was looking
dice, yeah, the dice
I was
do
look-
that sometimes.
Yes, I was looking through our inventory going, what can I use here that will help me get to our MacGuffin? Oh wait, there's
Yeah.
this really cool thing in here that we haven't done yet. Cat, go do this.
Which I'm glad
Yeah.
you did, because when I got it, I was like, okay, I have to use that.
Yeah, you were
And
so
then
excited to
it
use that.
Was just like, gone from my brain. So I'm glad that you went through it, because that would have
Yeah.
sucked if I would have realized after the season that I didn't use it.
The audience gives, the audience takes away. Happy to be blown up by the audience.
We got a couple questions in the chat from Devious.
More devious questions.
Starting with our first one, what choice that your character made did you most regret, Calvin?
Regret?
Jeez.
I have no
No
regrets.
regrets.
I mean, this is a player versus character thing. I'm sure Alara has regrets. Certainly, like, leaving the team in the first season, or, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I was looking at that question in chat. I was trying to think of, like, is there a thing that I regret doing with Alara? And I couldn't really think of anything specific, because I all the stuff Alara has done, I feel like has had interesting consequences. So I don't know that there's anything. I don't know. I can't think of anything that I as a player regret doing with Alara. But who knows? Maybe there will be further consequences. Actually, you know what? She probably shouldn't have sassed off Centuria. I'm sure that's gonna have repercussions.
Yeah.
Will it though?
It'll probably be fine.
Yeah, she's very
How does it
mentally
end for
stable right now.
everybody?
Very forgiving.
Yeah, how does it end for everybody who crosses Centuria?
Right.
Face down in the mud,
She-
unless you're one demon in a bar who she fought for 6 hours while everybody
Oh
else
my
watched.
gosh! Don't bring that up.
Or she dates him.
Or she dates him.
There's that.
Well, Alara is already taken, so that's not really an option right now. And she's technically still married.
Poor Ray Gardner Jr. Oh, I'm sorry. Wrong dating line.
Bye, Ray Gardner Jr.
He doesn't even go here.
Get out of my face. Anyway.
Let's even go here. Go here.
To be honest, Calvin, though, I'm right there with you. I don't regret a single thing. I like the mistakes just as much as the successes. Keeps it interesting, because if you're perfect, it doesn't feel as much fun. So when you screw something up, absolutely better.
Yeah, it's not a whole lot. I mean, I can't think of. There probably is one, but nothing's coming to mind for Flynn as far as anything I regret, character wise. I mean, there's a couple of things I regret as like how I built my character in a couple of spaces, just because I didn't feel like I was able to support the team as well, and so I felt this a couple of times. I was like, I'm way out of my depth here. My character can't really help the rest of the team do shit during this fight. But that's more of like a PC build issues and not like in character decisions. I mean,
I think mine probably, and it's such a small one, but like not bringing Eric. Like I feel like it was probably the right decision, but I also feel like we could have made Eric into something cooler than Eric currently is. Like he could have been more helpful than he has been because he was mind controlled and then he's just almost been like a victim the entire time he's existed. So I feel like he could have done something cooler, but I don't think that Ursa would have ever brought him into danger like that. So it's like a little bit regretful, but I think that I probably made the right decision there.
I don't think Aelin has any regrets about how she worked things. I always, I don't always wonder, but I always kind of like there's a little bit of that worry in the back of my head. Like I made a character that takes up 3 potential spots on the team and covers things and like how that affects the dynamic. So the I don't want to step on other players' toes when I'm doing things, but I just like it's one of those things like you have the concept for the character and you don't want to sit on it just because, but you also need to be conscientious of the rest of the players and not steal their shtick.
For what it's worth, I think you do a good job, Andy, of not taking up too much space despite being 3 people.
I mean, appreciate that. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Like I worried about that in season 1 a little bit, and then when we moved to season 2, it was like it's a little bit less of a worry because we've already established all this, and I didn't really add anything to any of the characters. Like Aelin, the Aelins had no new powers from season 1. I think, other than a little bit of, I think I made the summoned sisters a little bit more resistant to some things that they wouldn't have otherwise been in season 1. But still, there's always that little bit of like, ooh, should I should I bring them out? Should I bring both of them out? Do I just bring out one? Does it trivialize things? You know.
Kevin, any regrets other than joining the team?
No, again, I'd always envisioned Chimera as kind of a support character to occasionally be able to surprise them, and that kind of always worked out. Like I think Alex got over his frustration in season 1 of constantly trying to make Chimera feel trauma, and he just came to accept it with season 2. I feel like we both grew in our storytelling there, so we just accepted that he's just a machine. Yeah, he
Sometimes
kind
it
of
be
turned
like
out
that.
the way I imagined.
upgrade his belt next season. Slightly snazzier belt.
It's 2 buckles or a Texas size buckle.
A Texas size buckle, Jesus.
Everything's bigger and far
Yeah,
side.
I mean, we could go all 90s retro, and it could become several belts and a horde of guns. I don't know.
Which segues perfectly into our next question, Kevin, which you can answer. What was your coolest character moment?
I don't know. Again, as a support character, I'm not really looking for those shining, but like it was kind of neat to just. I feel like Alex had kind of set up for a difficult journey kind of thing, and I just morphed into a gondola and flew us there in a very brief time. I killed a campaign that way one time. We were this is Grey Hawk, and we're in the Sea of Dust. We come out of this temple in the middle of the Sea of Dust and fought all these demons, and I leveled up uh, after that fight, and the GM's like, all right, next session, how are you getting out of the Sea of Dust? I said, well, we're gonna wind walk out of here, and that was the end of the campaign. Level 2,
Flying
starting
up
over.
out of here.
But anyway, yeah, I'm all about flying everybody out of trouble. I'm wearing a 10-gallon hat, Jesus. Howdy. And
Of course,
chaps, of course.
Of course.
Of course. I mean, Did we discuss that? Why are they called assless chaps? Because all chaps are assless by definition, but yeah, I don't know.
I think we did.
It's a redundant. I feel like we had that conversation of the redundancy of calling them assless chaps, but
I don't know if that was
right.
on stream or not, but I do remember having that conversation with someone, and I think it was you.
It's more about chaps are normally worn over something else. And it's more about that qualifies that they're not being worn over something else.
oh,
Yeah.
well, that kind of
Chaps by default are usually worn over jeans, and they're used for horse riding.
okay.
Yeah,
So
similar to
people
the
wear
idea of a
them with nothing
pantsless
underneath?
ass.
That kind of seems pointless, but sure.
Usually is doing a lot of lifting in that sentence.
Oh, Jesus.
it's something about the fact that the cowboys used to be on horses for 9, 10, 12 hours a day during, cattle rustling
Hard.
era.
That makes sense.
Hard riding.
And chat is bizarre as always. But anyway. There's Devious with some wisdom, yes. I think
If I
point is
call
saying
you a
assless
chap,
is
do you
to both-
immediately become assless? Mister, I'm stuck. That's a crazy question.
Only
Jolly
if
good
you're
chap.
British. Only if
Huh.
you're British.
How about you, Jonesy? What was your cool Flynn moment?
My cool Flynn moment was the moment that kind of I'm gonna fucking do this. Because it literally happened like around it before I actually did it. I'm like, this is what I'm gonna do. It's gonna let's see how many people in the group I can break. Is when we were going into the town, and I decided that the best way to break the mind control was to kiss the NPC.
It worked so well.
I'm like, I literally, it was like, it was not planned. And it wasn't like I oh, I want to do this thing. And it's going to be so like, no, it was just one of those spur of the moment. Like there was someone else was taking their turn. I was going to literally be the next one in the round. I'm like, going, oh, I know what I'm doing.
I loved that so much.
That was
So
so good.
funny.
Strong
It's
so.
something,
ahead, sorry.
I wouldn't have pulled off with any other character I've ever played. So yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine Mortis trying to do
I don't know, the chicken bard.
Oh,
Yes,
That's true.
Tristan could do it. Tristan could 100%
Tristan.
do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tristan could
I don't think
100% do it.
it's not his vibe though. He would have afterwards tried to swoo a whole bunch of the people in the crowd or whatever. But
Would have been a little peck on the cheek at first.
I also
It's-
feel like
I see what
with
you did there.
Flynn, everybody who he kissed was sort of like, all right. Or-
Yeah, he did sort of
Whereas
turn
with
into
Tristan, I
Oprah
think
there
people
for
were
like you
more.
get a kiss and you get a kiss and
Right.
you get a kiss. Like, what is happening?
and part of it probably was subconsciously. I'd recently been watching some of the animated Teen Titans stuff, and there's the whole thing that Starfire kisses people randomly to absorb the languages or whatever. So
Mhm.
I'm sure I was probably channeling that or something, but it wasn't planned.
Happy to give you a strong silver medal to Space Mortis as well. For the giant soul beast.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was dope.
yeah, that was
That
dope.
Yes.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking of that because I was thinking of Flynn, but yeah, that was again. I literally, like around beforehand, I'm going, what is the most Mortis thing to do? What is the cross? What is the cross? And my brain was like, what does the crossroads even look like in space? Then I was like, oh well, crap. And then that's what I want to do. And yeah, so
That's why I give it silver medal. It's still impressive. How about you, Andy?
And I don't really know. Like if I think back to all the things, like it's a lot of fun when I sit there and I like choose an option that completely derails Alex's thing. So I mean, if we go with that, the pulling out of the decreased toughness ability on his big boss is actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with my favorite moment was playing up Aylin's interactions with Nyx.
Hmm.
And doing that. I think that was more fun than just being the smart guy playing the player in a way. The smart guy playing the smart player in a way that I know just the thing for this. Cuz that's fun, but it's not everything. So,
It's fun.
What about our resident Moon twins? Coolest moments?
Oh, blowing up that ship by far was my favorite moment. Honestly, on
Uh,
that whole campaign where I just got to keep blowing shit up. Amazing.
you not blowing up the pig statue was not on my bingo card.
I wanted to blow that up so bad. But it's another thing, like I said earlier. Crazy Ursa wouldn't have even asked. And she
Yep.
would have done that, and it probably would have caused a problem for everybody. So
You would have
because
earned an
Aelin said
achievement.
no. What did it say?
You would have earned the murder hobo achievement. You destroyed something everyone was enjoying in order to score some points in your little game. It's called ludonarrative dissonance.
I wanted to blow it up really bad.
Would have been worth it.
Damn. Very worth
I
it.
still won.
Coolest moment. There's actually, you know what? I like that moment with Orion when he was sniping the team from far away, and then
Mhm.
Alara just turned and locked eyes with him, and
That was
then
cool.
that mental projection of her doing that Davy Jones thing where he looks away from the scope and then she's like appears right in front of him. That was kind of fun. That and the almost killing the Ray dolls. You know, if there's more of them and they generate power and we need it to stun the dragon, it's
That would
just
have been fun.
the
That would have
math
been
is there.
cool.
Alex had an achievement for that.
Trying to think if there's any other achievements you guys didn't earn that are good.
That was what I was going to ask. Was if did you have any achievements that you wanted to give that we didn't find?
Yeah, there was a wine mini game in the murder mystery one with Talos. There was an achievement called Sommelier, which was you found an exciting way to use the mansion's wine against Talos. Super cool of you to spill red wine everywhere without even thinking about who has to clean up this mess. And I had another one for that hot tub crime machine. You poured the right liquid and unlocked the clue. Congrats, you scalded a dead king.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't think we got this one, but there was an achievement with the Hydra fight. Suboptimal decapitation. You cut off one of the Hydra's heads, which made everyone's life harder, except for Alex, who didn't think he'd get this far with such smart and well-informed players. Did you do this because you didn't know any better? Did you do it for the drama? Either way, I'm grateful. Have a hero point on Deuce.
It's fun.
Agreed. What else we got? Anything else sitting out there for questions?
Oh, I do have the achievement for killing the little creatures to power the dragon fight. It was common gore math. You're a monster and I love it.
That's a good name for it.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I love the achievements so much. They were my favorite thing to come up with. And that's probably because of the other project I'm working on I'm not allowed to talk about. But
Ish.
yeah, damn it. Should have had an achievement for that. Any other questions in chat while we're thinking about it, or anything else from the heroes that we're curious about?
I don't have anything else.
I'm curious.
Who's excited? Also, who's excited for season 3 except for me?
I'm excited.
That's right.
I don't
Queen
know.
Laura.
I don't know if Ayla is going to be there, but that's gonna. Actually, I'm curious what's gonna go on with Eric since you brought him up, Kat. I was like, I don't know if it's gonna be a thing we deal with next season, but now I'm curious what Ursa would want to do with Eric.
So
That-
I'm assuming Ursa's still like a princess. So I don't know if he would want to be captain of the guard again. I'm not sure if he has, PTSD with that. So I think it would really be up to him, but he would obviously be staying in Farside with us.
Whether he likes it or not.
Correct.
He might
Well,
not.
considering it's been like a gazillion years of them apart, I would assume that as long as he still wants to be with Ursa, which it seems that he does, he would want to stay in Farside with her.
He's down.
I'm going to play Eric in season 3. I'm gonna make him a badass. God damn it.
Hell yeah.
and then Calvin's gonna play Og.
Hell yeah. Queen consorts. High fives all around.
Yeah. Funny.
Imagine that'd be so fun.
It's all Queen's consorts. Why is Jonesy still playing Flynn? I don't know.
You don't need to know.
Sorry, let me just gear this for a second. Okay.
Cool. There's a question in chat. Alex, if we get a spaceship death race next season, is Gearla going to be strapped to the front of the ship as Maidenhead like Max in Fury Road?
Oh, that'd be dope. That would be so cool.
Send me to Starhaven all shiny and chrome.
I definitely want a spaceship something next season. Not necessarily a death race, but a big space fight I think would be dope. Because we haven't done a lot of dogfighting and stuff, which is weird for me because that's one of my favorite things about sci-fi is the 1940 style dogfighting that they all do, despite them being in space.
It is a very hard thing to pull off. Having run Rogue Squadron twice now, it is not an easy thing to pull off to make it feel well done.
Dogfighting in space.
Yeah, I do really want to play your Rogue Squadron game, Andy. I'm really bummed I missed it at Buckeye Game Fest this year.
Jason has run Star Wars using Mutants Masterminds, and we had some space battles that felt pretty dogfighty. Maybe tap his brain for some ideas.
Yep. Yeah,
After you
got
ask if you sense anything and then his head explodes, then ask.
you
Does the
got
spaceship
He's
have a
gonna-
phone?
You'll have
He's
it
gonna be really
can't-
annoyed the adventure I'm writing right now. I've got sections for what special senses might pick up in different scenes of the adventure I'm working on right now.
Nice.
Yes.
I'm codifying it.
There is a little bit. You do have a chance at Origins because I'm going to run it on Friday, but I'm assuming you're probably running a game Friday night.
Friday night, yeah, that's one of my three. It's one of my three-parters. It's the finale of my three-parter.
That will
Yeah.
have to
If
find
anybody
time to
in-
get it for you.
Yeah, if anybody in chat is going to Origins and you want to play 3 games in a row with me in the same group of players, I'm running a Titan City Silverthorn Academy game called Silverthorn Academy Second Class, where you'll be able to create your own student for the Silverthorn Academy and go on adventures with them. Maybe some of the characters I really like from the first class will be around, like older
Goose,
X-Men
knock it
hanging out
off.
on the team.
You know you want to. It's that or you get wings like Hawkman. Take your pick.
I was just gonna say, I guess that'd be a bit of a stretch. I think Gearla would have to be Hawkman in that scene.
Yes.
I think Chimera flying around on like Orion's scooter thingy from Superman the Animated Series would be fun.
Yeah, there you
This vehicle seems illogical for combat, but here we are.
go.
Pesky New Gods are not known for making intuitive vehicles. I'll give them that.
Super break.
We travel the cosmos by Rubik's Cube. And we call it Mom.
Alex, I'm going to be upset if something bad happens to Steven in your 3-part Academy adventure. Not be good. Not be good.
What? I need to run a whole second season of that show so something bad can happen to Steven. You have to be there to watch it happen.
I
Well,
think
that's what you
Brian
gotta
would like
say.
to play Morgan again.
Yes, I think he would too. And based on reactions to the Titan City Serials podcast at Monster Camp, I think people would like to see Morgan again.
That's good. That's like his favorite character he ever made, I think he said.
She's one of my favorite Titan City characters, period. I love her.
Does the character eat onions?
By the way, Kevin, you'll never guess what happened Monday.
Okay, what happened Monday?
Deuce introduced a speedster into Titan City.
What? It is the apocalypse. I knew it.
He goes
2026 is the end.
60 miles an hour.
He does. He's fast for the 20s, okay?
Yes, I know. No. I took my sister's kids to Disney World when they were little, and there was that fast track at Epcot going up to 60 miles an hour. I'm like, that's an average day in my life. Like, that's slow. Look at that.
Drive faster than that to work.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you got it going like 70 or 80 at least before you feel like you're even driving.
I got the joy of driving on, being a passenger in the Autobahn in Germany.
Ooh, cool.
That was really cool. One of the guys that my dad worked with had a sports car, and so he actually took me and my dad out in the Autobahn, just kind of show off. It's really cool. Huh. Well, it was really cool when I was 8. Let me put it that way.
Speed
Still
is
cool
always
now.
cool. Don't let Deuce tell you otherwise.
We're still really cool.
Yeah, you can be more like Kevin if you want.
Speaking of Monday, Kevin, I was playing Challenger in that Titan City 1.5 shot.
1.5 shot. I wanted to ask you about that, Alex, because you threw up like a half dozen pictures in Discord and like 5 characters I don't know, and one that obviously looked like Challenger. So is that from that game?
Yes. So I'm running a Titan City game at the convention this weekend, and I wanted to do a play test of it to see if it was really a one shot. Turns out I shouldn't have bothered.
Because it wasn't.
Obviously,
was not. But that's okay. We had a great time. Yeah, so over in office hours, you have met a couple of those characters. Isabella is the lady with the fist up. It's just new art for
Okay.
her.
I mean, some of them look
And-
like 30s characters. I just like I didn't immediately know who they are, but I'm like, hey, that looks an awful lot like Challenger.
Yep. And Champion is also in that picture if you look in the bottom right corner.
What? I gotta go back to the Discord.
Oh, it's like his hand or something.
Where is it? Where's this picture at?
Did you say?
It's in office hours on the public Discord.
Office hours in the public.
Up and underneath the live streaming campaigns box.
All the way up there. Office hours. Oh, you mean in the Challenger picture? There's a little piece of. I thought you meant one of the other pictures. Okay, I see. Yes, is that a trench coat part?
Yeah, it's his winter coat from throwing the snowball for the holiday special.
Oh. See, and yes, I also noticed Challenger was the only full color picture there. I'm like, hey.
Yeah, we have the Gray Falcon, who is sometimes a big pissed off bird guy and sometimes a big bird statue. We have the Night Lark with the lady with the lantern and the whip. Eric, the bartender at Club Tartarus, and his psychic goldfish Crassus, who I love very, very much, and Isabella. Mistress Thorne, as Steven knows her, or Mother.
Oh,
when he's
she's
feeling
wearing the pants
saucy.
instead of. For some reason, I always picture Mistress Thorne in a dress, but
She's usually in a dress in the 30s because she's much less active without her vision.
yes. Well, and I hate to say it, but the picture above Challenger, at first I thought, is that Mysterious Boy? I'm like, oh wait, no, that's a girl.
Could be.
Huh. I am not a girl.
We did have a lot of fun theorizing about what it's going to be like on Monday when Challenger and Mysterious Boy are both 17 and they're arguing about who's taller.
Obviously, me.
Wait, on Monday?
Yeah, that was the office hours one shot, quote unquote.
Oh, okay. So this is an office hours thing that's happening.
For my
Or not
birthday,
happening.
yeah, this week I wanted to run a Titan City game, and I used the pretense of it being a playtest for the convention game.
Okay, but what you just said, is that this coming Monday?
No, it was last Monday, and we'll have
Okay.
the follow up. We haven't scheduled the follow up yet, but
Because there wasn't meant to be a
Okay, so there will
follow-up.
be a follow-up where Challenger and Mysterious Boy are 17.
Yeah.
And it's
Eventually.
interesting everyone call him Mysterious Man all of a sudden because he's 17
Lad.
being a jerk.
Mysterious
just lad.
lad.
He's just lad.
That's valid for the 30s. He could get away with
So it's part 3 of Alex's one shot.
that.
Yeah. The characters have aged 3 years in real time.
I'm
Wait, are
just
they 14?
imagining like Mysterious Boy and Challenger like flirting with the same girl. Like they're like
Oh,
they have a
man.
competition, even though they're both clearly gay for each other. I'm just kidding, but am I kidding? But even though like for the time, I just feel like they would be competitive about everything.
They would be, and she's
Including
not even
that.
interested in either of them.
Yeah, like she doesn't.
You kids know I'm 28 now, right? Kat, you would have loved it on Monday. Calvin, when I mentioned that he might die in the past, Challenger was like, well, then I would never meet Mysterious Boy. I can't die 3 years ago.
Aw,
Yeah, it was
they're
like a
besties on the low.
it was like a whole time warp thing, and it was like if it went wrong, then Challenger would die in 1923, and then our first one shot where they first met was 24, I think.
Oh no.
Yep.
So-
Listen, Mysterious Boy needs a bud.
Yeah,
My
Yeah, I
boy's
feel like
going
He's got
through
a
it.
friend.
I feel like I'm losing track of that timeline. Where were we? Was it 1926 the last time the big one went on? That Christmas one?
Yes. That the Christmas one was 24,
Oh, okay.
I think. The Thanksgiving one was 26, I think.
Oh, Thanksgiving was after Christmas. Okay.
Yep.
This is Alex time.
It was about 1.5 years.
So then did we start, was the very first, because it was Champion and what was the gangster guy that
Liam.
Liam, yes. Was Brian in that one?
Yeah, he played a
Yes.
Silvervolt.
Yes, that's right. Was that 1922? So like,
It
this
was
gonna
Titan
be-
City 1922.
okay. I hope this is in the forthcoming Gazetteer because I'm getting very confused. Shameless plug.
Not a single mention of us in the guest.
Wow.
Uh,
So disappointing.
let me double check. That might not be true. I shared the timeline. I don't remember what all I put in the timeline. I think it was just like major setting events and not character specific events.
Leave it to Alex to focus on the trauma.
Yeah, not shocking at all.
It's a trauma line, not a timeline.
Well, funny,
All
I
I'm
did
saying
actually
is orange
put a
drop
time
cookies
limit
back in a
on.
sidebar.
I did put a time limit on Challenger and Champion's little superhero team.
For shame.
And actually, it's 1927, so it's a year after the events of the one shot we just did.
Uh-oh.
The original Titan City Unconventionals disband after a caper ends tragically.
Dun dun dun.
Wow. I'm already
Yeah.
having
Brace for
trauma.
that.
Somebody going with that.
That means Challenger will become the next champion in 1927.
Is that what that means?
As Jason replaces Bowman, so does Challenger replace Champion.
Mm.
Okay,
So it is written, so it shall be.
what goes around, I guess.
In a bizarre twist, Champion finds the Fountain of Youth and kills Challenger and takes his place.
Eh.
I'm so confused. Give me a
Oops,
flow
all,
chart.
oops, all sidekicks.
A lot of fun writing the Gazetteer. If you're a member of the Cape and Cowl Club over at the Atomic Think Tank, I've put up a couple design diaries talking about the stuff I've been writing in there. And I shared a post on the Untold Stories project on Patreon as well, with one of the design diaries. So if you have thoughts or questions or comments, those are 2 places you can get a sneak peek.
Sweet.
I should make a master spreadsheet over what years each of the adventures takes place so that I have that in my back pocket somewhere. Yeah, Desmond mentions we need a visual aid for all the timeline jumping to put together after this season of Titan City.
I like the mention of season.
Yeah, season's good. Especially for what was supposed to be a one shot, calling it a season is great.
Doesn't mean it can last 7 more episodes, Alex.
Oh, on the contrary,
You're right. The season around here is at least 10.
I'm sure you can make it last longer than that.
Right.
Yeah.
Just gotta wait.
Devious, I cannot show the table tents here on stream, but I can send them to Calvin and he can do it.
Oh yeah, I guess I could.
It's a miniseries or British. That's one way to put it, Devious.
Is this the second one or the first? Oh, there we go.
I mean, it's less confusing than Doctor Who seasons, right?
For now.
For now.
Is it though?
I don't know. I had somebody trying to explain to me how the Doctor Who seasons are organized, and I use the air quotes there. What?
In the same way the Star Trek movies are.
No, I mean,
What is challenging you with a starship? I'm sorry.
wow. I mean, the original series ones are numbered. That's not hard to follow. The next gen
It's-
ones are in order. Then the Kelvin just sort of reboots.
You just watch every other movie. It's real simple. What order they come out, and then you just watch every other one.
Oh, this season of Graveyard Shift, not the okay, that's fair. The actual Titan City serial on the podcast right now, which is meant to be a mini or limited series.
Ah,
All right.
Don't take the work away from that you just gave him. It's funnier this way.
It's just a lot of fun too. Calvin's just been getting a lot of Titan City work the last couple of weeks because he's playing a
Yeah.
mobster over there too.
Wait, a mobster or a mook of a mobster?
the latter.
Are you doing the voice?
Hey, you know I'm doing the voice.
huh.
William Swift, the Will-O-Wisp.
Yeah.
He ain't got no body, but he does got that voice.
Oh, turned out super large. Let me scoot that off to the side. The Titan City table tent is visible on stream.
Sorry if it's enormous. I don't know how large the screenshot shows up on Streamlabs.
It is. I'll make it a bit smaller.
Oh, cool. Those full size, like 8.5 by 11, folded in half.
Yep, 8.5 by 11 folded in half with the upside down part facing the players and the right side up part facing me and the other people playing. The upside down part contains what you can do with hero points, what you can do with extra effort, how damage works in 4E, what the core mechanic is in 4E, and how afflictions work in 4E.
Very nice.
We are not responsible for any damage to your touchscreen in the event of pressing harder. Deuce does not speak for the Untold Stories project.
What good's a
What?
tablet if you can't fold it?
Yeah. And then any skill check that I think I would want a passive version of. As well as their defense class and their attack bonus and their initiative bonus and their resistances. Because, fun fact, 4th edition is different enough that I don't know 100% how it all works at a glance, like I do for 3rd edition, which has been a real mind fuck for me.
Understandable. I mean, if you sit and live in a system long enough, you kind of learn it front ways and back ways, and you move to another one. It's like, well, crap, I need to do that all over again.
Sometimes it's easier to go to a completely different system than one that is based on a system you know well.
It's true.
Yep.
But I do think 4th edition is the best version of M&M so far, just based on the changes that have been made.
Anything else for us tonight, Alex?
Well, I think so. Anything for the good of the order? Other players, any more questions in chat? I'll give the announcements while people think up those questions. Tomorrow morning, we will have another episode of the Titan City Serials podcast. This time checking back in with Calvin as William Smith and Hunter as Assurance Wilson, the zombie detective. Looking into Mozzie the Mule and getting some information that will be very useful, I hope. Doing some interrogation, which will be also fun. And tomorrow night, we have a new episode of Birds of a Feather, as we are closing in on the last few episodes of that already, which is really sad because I'm having a great time playing Elvis Bexley. Monday, I will be back with Office Hours. Lancer on Tuesday, Calvin?
Burrs.
And I'll let Calvin announce what's happening in this time slot, this bat channel next week. I'm going to give my players a chance to plug anything they want to plug, and then we'll get out of here. I'll start with Kat.
Hey guys. Thank you guys for watching. I am a little bit sad that I won't get to play Ursa anymore. For however long that is, but it was a really, really fun season, and I'm grateful that we sort of got a bit of, closure there at the end. So I'm excited to see whatever she ends up doing next, if anything. And I'm very, very, very excited for what is going to be happening next week, which I will pass it to Calvin so he can tell you
Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, no pressure.
about.
Oops, all pressure.
Well, I will first off say that this season was a whole lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to hopefully we get to see these characters again sometime soon. I don't know if I mentioned this on stream, but I was thinking about the beginning of Avengers Infinity War when Thanos shows up to the Asgard ship and then takes the space stone. And I don't know what the plan is for Event Horizon, but if there's a big purple dude, then I am very concerned for the safety of our twins.
Oh no.
One of you's getting.
Wouldn't
eye
that be the
patch.
coolest way to open Event Horizon? Collapsar comes to the moon and just eats it. He takes the moonstone away from both of you. I think that'd be pretty cool.
It would be cool, but
Imagine if I started Event Horizon by destroying the planet Earth and its moon.
Be a lot cooler if you did.
In addition, as was mentioned, Lancer is continuing next Tuesday. The players have a big old spaceship that they have to fight while their arena, by arena I mean the collapsing part of a space station, is slowly being destroyed by debris. But they'll be fine. It's only like halfway destroyed. You still got a bit more time. And speaking of time, I guess now I can mention what is happening next week with the announcement that I wrote. Space is warped. Time is bendable. An unknown force is sending the timeline into chaos, and a mysterious message is sent from a desperate future. This critical conflagration of chronological calamity can only be called Chrono Crisis.
Hold on. Hold on.
Now with alliteration.
That
Now
call
with-
out had some
And
crunch.
admitted.
Now with alliteration.
I'd like to buy a C. Nope, nope, nope. Calvin took all those.
Calvin took all those.
Oh no.
So yes, Chrono Crisis is starting April 15th at 7 p.m. EST. And it will be
Is it?
I hope so. Now that we've had our epilogue.
I hope
Or has,
so.
has it started already? Because it's
You may never know.
You'll find out next week.
There is a timeline where it started today. But this game
My bad.
will feature Alex as Arctic Fox, the frigid assassin, Aunt Puppy as Scarlet Wildfire, the vengeful archer, Cat as Cassian Quinn, the Lavandi refugee, new to the channel, RC. I don't know if that RC has been on a USB thing yet. I know a lot of people from USB have been over there on Masking Mayhem. I don't think he's been on.
I don't know. I don't know if he's well. He has been on the Titan City Serials podcast.
That is true.
He did play Paul Paxton, Private Eye, which is how he said it every time he introduced himself.
Well, I will let RC mention his character because I really like his character's name, so I'm going to let him handle that. But he is playing a time displaced survivor from an alternate timeline. Wiki will be playing Bolt, the sidekick spectacular, and I will be running the game. I will be the game master / player wrangler.
I will not be contained. You cannot stop me. I will do all I want to do.
Great.
My condolences already,
Great.
Calvin.
You tell him
Yep.
Arctic Pigs.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's
when he
right.
gets in Arctic Fox mode, good luck to you. I'm just
Mhm.
put it out there.
Yeah, I'm very excited, very
I'm
nervous,
so
but
cool. I've got machine guns on my hands.
I've got some sheets to go over. But yeah, I'm very excited for this game, and I hope it's going to be a lot of fun. Lancer has been a lot of fun, so I think this will be the same.
Good save.
Are we outroing right now?
Not yet. No.
Yes.
We're
Well-
still passing.
Yeah, we're still
Go back
passing
to this.
around. So if you have anything else you want to play, Calvin, like
Oh no, I was just asking if that's the
Like,
process
dice
that we're
now.
in right now.
that is the process we are in right now. Yes.
Okay, well, that being the case, since I'm looking at the Zoom windows, I will pass it to Andy.
Hey, everyone. Yeah. Thank you for joining us for this this walk through Starhaven, Guardians. All we did, genre bending. For those of you interested in potentially coming to Columbus in June for Origins, theoretically, we're about 2 weeks away from registration opening. I know events are not available on TTE just yet to view in the platform, but there is a download CSV button you can hit. Events are still being added, so do not think that if you download it once, that's all there is. There's more coming, and once everything is in, they'll have it up and loaded on the website. So Alex and I will be there. We will be running. So if you're interested in signing up for any of our games, look us up. I'll pass it over to Jonesy.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I had a blast. I love playing with this crew, and I love playing these characters. So I had a load of fun. So, but I also have some cool news to share with everyone. For those who did not see the Green Running Roundtable today, the Fantasy Age Compendium for Roll20 is live. Many a long weekend went into into that, so I'm thrilled it's actually out. So that is now available, and since this is Mutants Masterminds, I definitely have some cool Mutants Masterminds things to share as well regarding Roll20. We're targeting an update to the Roll20 character sheet. It started targeted for next week or the week after. We're hoping for next week, where we're going to update the power section. So it's going to be easier to give you a power profile builder. So it's going to be easier to add powers to characters in Roll20 on the character sheet. So that's super exciting. And that also means that we can do a compendium. So that's also in the works. So we released the Fantasy Age Compendium today, and the Mutants and Masterminds Basic Heroes Handbook Compendium is well in the way on development. So, woohoo! And with that, I'll kick it over to the Deuce.
Howdy, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, however you do. Those watching live through now, through today, through the whole series, we appreciate you. And those watching after the fact, we appreciate you just as much. So always leave us a comment, tell us what we did well, what we did poorly, or what you do instead, or any other questions we can answer along the way. And it is 2026, and we are keeping with that tradition of learning about this day in history with Deuce, and for birthday week, not just being Calvin's birthday, that sweet summer child who's a fond 21 years young. He shares a birthday with the great explorer Ponce de Leon. Now you know. So a little bit of highfalutin for your day there. So with that little bit of knowledge, we'll pass it up to my better half, Kevin.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in for the finale of season 2. Hopefully you enjoyed the ride. And eventually there'll be a season 3, I'm assuming, depending on what Alex does with this Event Horizon madness. I mean, kaboom, there goes the universe. Maybe it's all over. I don't know. But stick around. Lots of good shows to watch in the meantime. Maybe we'll bump into one another on the convention circuit this summer. Who can say? But with that, I'll pass it back to Alex.
Well, thank you everybody for bearing with me as the game master for a while. It'll be some time before I'm back here in this seat regularly, but you can still catch me over at the Titan City Serials podcast. I'll still be running one shots here and there. And I'm very excited to be playing Arctic Fox. It's gonna be a good time. Till the next time we see you, please make sure you take some time to play a game of your own. I want to say thank you to all of my players for putting up with me, as they do, because I know it's never easy, but I appreciate you. And until the next time we see you, be good people.